you can start washing the poi. I just basically keep the ice on the top.
I don't even know the words you used today.
Adult tooth for an elephant is like the size of a brick.
Oh.
It's World War II Philippine currency during the occupation of Japan.
Everybody gather, mauka tumakai. We gotta take a good look inside. Keiki and kupuna, time for helemai. We work together so we can rise. Local business, non-profits too, doing their best for me and you. We're gonna celebrate the ones who make Hawaii great. It's Elevate 808.
Aloha and welcome to Elevate 808, a spin-off of Here in Hawaii, where we get to know the local businesses and nonprofits that uplift our communities. Today, we'll spend time with the volunteers of Assistance League of Hawaii, but first, let's head out to Heʻeia on the windward side of Oʻahu to see some of the important and delicious work being done at Kakoo Oiwi.
First step for Kakoo Oiwi is looking at the old roads and looking at how the roads were before and then maintaining them and improving upon them to be a little bit bigger, right? Oh, wow. To allow for heavy equipment that we're running now. And now we're in the process of just building our agricultural roads, which then are followed by fencing, which then allow for the sheep to eat all of this down, right? Yeah. And then in about 6 months from now, the sheep will have converted all of this to California grass, which then allows us to bring in the machinery that then start to till the fields and then allows us to plant the kalo.
That's crazy.
And you can still see that we're on a really high berm, so that when the heavens open up and each one of these valleys is a waterfall, all of the water will come into this 15-acre enclosure, right? It'll rise up 5 feet and it'll go through our pipes to come out. Wow. So if you can hold in 1 acre of water, 1 foot, you're holding about 500,000 gallons. In this 15-acre area here, we would hold basically 7.5 million gallons, right? Right?
I don't know. I don't even know the words you used today.
The name of our organization is called Kākoʻo Oiwi, and its mission is to perpetuate Native Hawaiian culture and practice. We're opening up taro patches, another 30 acres need to be open. Education and outreach, and then there's all the conservation work. So whether it's the rebuilding of the native bird system, the rebuilding of the wetland system, and then a new project that we'll be doing is looking into the forest. So removal of invasive species first and foremost, and then following with native forest replanting.
What you see here is all clear, is beautiful, was jungle, was the plum trees, you know, the howley plum trees and all that.
I think once people saw the effects of the trees being taken down and saw like how beautiful our mountains were when they were driving over the bridge or feeling the breeze come over the bridge, you know, it was like the land was breathing again. This nonprofit was created by the community, for the community.
The one conversation I remember was, how do we connect the community to a sense of place, identity, but also to share food, and ike, knowledge, yeah?
I guess it's like a special kitchen because it's like you're dealing directly with a product that you'll harvest, like right here. Being able to see your product go from like the beginning stages of when you kanu your huli and then see it come back and actually like you cook it and everything and it turns into like poi or kulolo at that rate. Yeah, it's a pretty cool like thing to see.
What I see today, what we fought for, and I see the restoration of it. The plan worked. We plan to save it for the next generation, and they are restoring it for the next generation. Actually, I'm really proud of what we accomplished. I'm proud of what Koa is doing. And the people can come here now, to see people come here and picking up poi and kulolo crunch, and even the ho'io. I'm proud of that.
Coming up after the break, we're heading into the kitchen with Executive Director Kanekoa Kukea Schultz and Mahiai Tinlin Ono, who show us how to cook some of the products that are available at the farm. And spoiler alert, they sent me home with some of this food. I cooked it myself, and it was possibly the best meal that I've ever had. So really, you don't want to miss this. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Part of Kakoo Oiwi's mission is to feed community, which is lucky for us because their food is amazing. Farm fresh food is available to pick up on Fridays and Saturdays, and now you can sign up for a subscription box which includes frozen products that honestly, I wouldn't have known what to do with, but it's actually super easy and delicious.
We really wanted to maintain a really good product for our community. And so we felt that frozen poi was the best way that we can keep the quality of our poi with the families. And so teaching everyone how to basically reheat poi is really important. Main thing is do not add water.
Oh.
Do not add water during the heating process.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that's what I grew up always adding water.
Yeah. And you'll see we will add water later, but as of when we're doing the microwaving, we're just gonna embrace the heat.
Yeah.
And let it boil or turn, and that's it. So because this is fully frozen, came right out of the freezer, first thing I do is I run it under the water. And so you see as the bag is lifting up, as it's defrosting, it's able to open up. And so the main thing is I just don't want the plastic inside of it.
So how many kalo plants do you think it took to make this 2-pound bag right here?
So usually if we make poi, and our poi is pretty darn thick, if we need 100 pounds of poi, we need to make about 120 pounds of raw kalo.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Auntie Alice Hewitt, one of our board presidents, she very much wants to see the spoon stand up in her poi. And we're like, from an economic standpoint, it's like, Auntie!
Yeah.
But that's Auntie, and whatever she wants, we do, right? So
yeah.
We just put it into the bowl, right? You can see it frozen, there's some burn on the side, but that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Then I just take it into your standard microwave, high power.
Okay.
Put it in. 5 minutes. If families are ono for kulolo or families are ono for poi, with the pu'ai box that you know about, which is 2 pounds of luau, 2 pounds of poi, 1 pound of kulolo, 2 pounds of kalua pig frozen up for about $48. A family in Hawaii, they can at least have a chance to eat traditional Hawaiian food daily if they want it, right?
Yeah.
I hear the microwave going. Let's go take a look now.
It's like the microwave doing, and that's a wrap. Wrap that up.
You just keep stirring it and spinning it, right?
So could you theoretically put this block of frozen poi in the fridge, like in the morning, and then by the time you come home, it'll be a little bit more
That's
defrosted?
what I would recommend.
Yeah.
If you leave it actually for 3 hours in the fridge, it'll defrost where that ice crystals are done, but you can smell it. It still smells good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has that ono flavor.
Ooh.
So 5 more minutes again. Perfect. So there's different colorations. There's still some pieces right there, so I'll still smooth it out, but it has the consistency of the poi that we're looking for. So now basically I'll get ice. You can start washing the poi, mixing it, but I just basically keep the ice on the top.
How come?
I want to keep the oxygen from not mixing with the poi, right? Because if air touches the poi as it's cooling down, it's going to get hard. And so our big thing was just trying to cool as much of it as can. While this is cooling, we make the luau.
Okay, full disclosure, I was making like I knew what luau and lau was, but honestly, I really didn't know. So I only knew of squid luau, but it turns out that lau is the leaf of the kalo plant, and when it's steamed, you can use it for all kinds of stuff, not just squid luau.
So our lau is frozen right now?
Yeah.
I put some water in here already, so just pop it in there. While I wait for that, I'm just gonna fry up my ulu and the mushrooms.
Yeah.
I've also used my Instapot, and I've thrown frozen lau with my frozen meat into my Instapot, and within 35 minutes, it's done.
No way.
Yeah.
So what set do you put it manual, high heat?
I put it on high pressure.
High pressure, yeah.
And beef stew. Stew. I think the lau, this is a game changer.
How so?
It's just so easy. It's so easy. I mean, and it's fulfilling to me. My whole family loves it, Can cook it frozen.
Yeah.
You don't have to thaw it out. So you don't have to do this. This is just to blend up the luau because they're leaves, yeah. And then I'll just add, if need to more flavor or more seasoning, I'll just add a little bit more. That's good.
Oh man.
I don't like to put too much salt.
Yeah. And
what do you think?
Natural flavors is
Yeah.
so good.
In front of us, you see the kulolo crunch, the vegetarian luau poi, mushroom kalua pig luau, and then our poke. But those are some of the things that we have at our farm that we're trying to produce. And again, a lot of this couldn't have happened without the families, the kupuna, our staff. But with that said, please, I enjoy.
This kalo poke is the first time I ever had that, and is probably my new favorite poke ever. This is probably my favorite activity that we've shot so far because it's so delicious.
Regardless of what's happening on the outside, we are going to fight. We are going to push. We are going to try and develop everything we can to have our families thrive in any environment that we're in right now. And please come out. First Saturdays is our work days. We also have pu'ulani projects on other weekends. So just come to www.kakoʻoiwi.org. You can see our calendar. Come on Fridays and Saturdays to purchase our product line. Sign up, of course, for pu'ai, which is the food that we grew just now with the frozen kulolo, luau, kalua pig, and poi. We actually have that in our boxes. And when you see our product in a lot of the different stores, please support. But honestly, just support any farmer, any poi mill. We don't care. Like, just buy from Hawaii, though.
Now let's head over to Palisades Elementary School with the volunteers of Assistance League of Hawaiʻi. They have this program called Operation Wildlife, or OWL for short, which they take to 4th grade classes on Oʻahu, Maui, Hawaii Island, Kauai, Lanai, and Molokai. Is this a single tooth?
Yeah, that's
Holy smokes!
Well, an adult tooth for an elephant is like the size of a brick.
Oh,
And it's
how do you know all
way
this stuff?
heavier. She told me. Like,
Oh, so you
I asked
listened.
questions.
I thought you were just making this up, to be honest, but
Assistance League started in California many, many years ago. And it started because of the need to give back to community, especially the underserved children.
Assistance League of Hawaiʻi has 5 philanthropic programs that include a wide range of services, from taking kids in need shopping so that they can choose their own brand new clothes, to delivering layettes to hospitals for new moms, and passing along donated items to nonprofit agencies who can share them with the people that they serve.
The 5 philanthropic programs really takes a lot of manpower to do. It's about 100% members that are volunteers. And we have over 100 members as of today, so we're very proud of them. The OWL program really looks at endangered species or extinct species.
Well, this program, I think, is fabulous. You know, so many kids, especially when we've gone to the neighbor islands, they don't even get to a zoo.
That's
you know,
right.
And so it's very important. So this, to me, this has probably been the most impactful.
I want you to all now make me a promise. I promise Miss Hazel.
I promise Miss Hazel.
That I will touch the tiger.
That I will touch the tiger.
The reason why I want you to touch the tiger is because when you go home from school today, your family asks you, so what did you do at school today? What are you gonna say? Touch the tiger.
What does it feel like?
It feels soft.
Oh yeah? Have you ever pet a tiger before?
This is a baby rhino's foot. We actually got this from the museum in Laie when they closed it down.
This program started when there were members that were docents at the zoo.
Oh,
and
okay.
so they had a little program and a booth there where they would do a very small scale of this.
Mhm.
And so they did get some animals from the zoo.
Ah.
Of course, all of them were dead.
This is a rattlesnake tail, which is here. And this is piranha. This has very sharp teeth. They're known to bite and not let go.
Which one is your favorite animal that you would want alive?
This.
What is this one?
A red. I think I would want that one.
Look how cute its face is! It's adorable. What is it that you see the kids, like their reaction that you love most about when you come to these things?
I always have them touch the teeth of the alligator because it's so sharp. You never know which one's gonna pique their interest.
Yeah.
The most, but it's just fun to see it.
I like doing this. I like touching the animal's fur. I like listening to the part that I have to like save the animals by saving electricity or water.
Yeah.
The bottom line message to the kids is that everybody has to take responsibility for the environment. All right, boys and girls, everybody close your eyes. Think about your commitment. What are you going to make a commitment to do starting from today that will help the animals stay healthy and don't get any more endangered animals? If 1,000 kids say that they met their goal, then that's 1,000 more people in the world who are aware of keeping the environment good. So we think every year if we get 1,000 kids, then every year we're adding up more people, yeah.
Congratulations on your new baby. We know the joys and challenges of being a new mom. We hope this small gift will help you know that others care and can help. Oh my goodness. And these are all new?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes, definitely.
These are so soft
Aren't they
too. Oh.
So yeah, they get packed up just like our layettes and get taken to the same hospitals and clinics, but we also take to the fire stations and the police and anybody that has a child that's kind of been in a trauma situation. It's a comfort animal.
The thrift shop is our major source of income for all these programs. So when people are making donations to the thrift shop and then we sell them, the funds from those donations go directly out to student programs. The thrift store itself is like a little army because you've got the people downstairs, you've got the people in the background.
Well, a typical day is we come in about 8:30, 9 o'clock. We kind of get set up. The customers start coming in at 9:30. Sometimes they line up outside the door, which is wonderful. And then we're just selling lots of clothing and housewares and all sorts of things. We just have almost everything in here, books and CDs, and we do still sell CDs, even though music is streaming now.
And we are so fortunate that we have some skilled people that have the eye on how to display and market our items.
I focus on what we call boutique, which is boutique with a twist. People are very generous and donate a lot of really beautiful clothes to us. There is a pair of St. John knit pants over here that came in. These are about $400 retail. And this I'll put down for about $45. Here's a citron that's absolutely beautiful. And new, this is, I don't know, $300 or $400. So this will go down for about $30, and it will sell tomorrow. Yeah. I like the fact that everything we sell, the proceeds go to the kids who need it the most. And I'm originally from Kailua, left for college and marriage, came back home 10 years ago. And it just means the world to me. It feeds my heart. Yeah, it's just lovely.
A couple of years ago, I hit my 4,400 hours of volunteering. And I think of all the awards and things I've gotten in my life, this is the one I'm most proud of. When Kule and I took over this area, we just came up with a plan that's really working. And our customers really like it. We have short dresses.
Wow, this looks like you could wear this to prom.
Yeah, I know. We get all kinds.
And is this right? It's $7?
It's $7.
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
Isn't that wonderful? $7. A little black dress.
Yeah.
So I put all the little black dresses, and we try to make them go, you know, like down like that. So I started a thing. I think I have a tick in my head. But I really started rainbowing the clothes, so they call it Ellenizing after me.
So the way the bit box works is we have finer items that come in fine jewelry, collectibles, Hawaiiana. So we have a bidding period of usually 3 weeks, and the opening bid amount is put on a little card next to each item. At the end of the 3-week period, we go through all the bids that are kept secret in a box. Nobody knows what anybody else has bid. And we pull out the top bidder, we give them a call and let them know they've won the bid, and they get to come in and purchase the item.
Can we show a couple of these things? 'Cause
Sure.
just looking at it is pretty interesting. Like this one right here, what is that one?
This is very interesting. This is currency. It's World War II Philippine currency during the occupation of Japan.
Oh my goodness.
So it's really interesting. This is a Hawaiian heirloom ring, and it's gold with small diamonds in the middle.
Ooh.
Beautiful. If your initials happen to be MR, you're in luck.
Mr. Right.
That's it, Mr. Right.
Big mahalo to Assistance League of Hawaiʻi and Kākoʻo Oiwi for everything that you're doing for our keiki, aina, and our community. Now, if you want to help out, Assistance League is always looking for volunteers and accepting donations, and Kākoʻo Oiwi has community work days and educational events along with their food sales. Check out their websites for more info, and make sure that you tag us if you end up getting involved, because we'd love to hear about it. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.
I was a product of the plantation, and my dad would say, "You're gonna come back someday and help community."
Wow.
People volunteer very differently in their lifetime. You know, the first part of our life, you're taking care of your own kids.
Yeah.
Much left going out in the community to do it. But as time permits, how can you get involved in an organization where maybe you don't do it every year or every month or every week, but you do it maybe 2-3 times? Are there special projects that I, as a 40-year-old or 50-year-old, can be involved in? And I think that's the filter we have to use, is how can I, as a person that care about my community and the people that live here, can give back without feeling you're stealing away from your parents or from your children or from whatever responsibilities you have.
This is like as if Shaquille O'Neal wore a dress. This is what I imagine he'd wear.